Alright, hello everybody. I'm gonna make a quick little video and put all the reading material on here I've been collecting in the past couple months. And I'm gonna start with this one because it doesn't really tie with the with all the other books, but I just recently had got this one, uh, Bushcraft 101. It doesn't really go with everything else. There's a whole bunch of these this style book that I'm actually going to get, just so I have them. It's always a good thing to be prepared. If you don't know any of this type of stuff, it's always a good thing to have. That way, if you don't know these things, you can get books, and that way you can always look them up. You always have them there, because you always had a book. Let me just start. Here's this one, for astrology, as you can see. I ain't gonna really just, tell you too much about the book. You can just see the title of the book. You can look them up if you want to. I'm not gonna have no links for any of these books in here, nothing like that, but you can always just look the books up if you want to, and do a little research for yourself. Nikola Tesla. This book isn't what I thought it was, actually. If I would have known that, if I would have known what was in this book, I probably wouldn't have got this one, because it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. But it's alright. Gotta have the Quran. It's a really good book. I recommend it. Greek mythology. Pretty good book. I recommend it. Mesopotamia Myths. Recommend it if you're curious about Mesopotamia. This one, there's actually a big book with all Ernest Holmes writings. I don't know why I got this one, because the big book has this in it. I got this one on just because it was cheap, I think, and I ordered several books, and this one was one of the ones I just threw in with it. But yeah, I'm gonna get his bigger book that has this in it. The Science of the Mind has this in it. But yeah, for now. Recommend. There's a bunch of these. You probably have seen these books before. There's a bunch of them. You can see some of the stuff that's in it. Yeah, but I recommend you checking into some of these books if you're curious. I mean, you never know what you might learn. Gotta have this one. Oh wait, it's backwards, that's right. Tonica. Yeah, it's if you know anything about this book, a lot of people might look at this book and be like, oh, it's backwards. It's backwards. that's how this book is supposed to be. You know, it's not backwards. It's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, this is a very good book because it has the Hebrew and then English translations. So if you're curious or interested in something like this, I recommend it. I would really recommend it to you. Yeah. Recommend it. What else have we got? I'm sure through all those. Alright, we'll get on with these two. I have no idea, Mama. I don't know where it would be. I'd have to look for it.
Remember the name up there.
You find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you doing those books? Looking at them?
Yep. I haven't read any of these books. There's a reason I haven't read any of them. But this one I already showed this one on Facebook. Just some of the contents. Showed the contents, but this book I highly recommend. Just because of some of the things that's in this book, some of the contents, it gets it'll take you to some places, that's for sure. Highly recommend it. There was three different ones, three different of these. I recommend all three, especially if you're into doing any research on the Indian spirituality. Highly recommend it. This is one of them. Oh, let me show you the back of it. That's one of them. This is the second one. Now I don't know if I'm showing you them in order or not. But I'm just showing you all three of the books that I got. If you're want to learn a little bit about Indian spirituality. Let's see if I can find that one real quick. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's all three of them. If you're interested, I highly recommend these books. Actually came highly recommended to me. Okay, what's next? Gotta have the Kabbalion. I was a little old. There was different copies of it, but yeah, this is the copy I went with. The copy that I found first, and just the copy that I went with. So. Yep, there's that. Hermetica. Highly recommend this book. If you know anything about Egyptian, you know what I mean. Highly recommend it. You know, I've done a little bit of reading into this book, and it'll open your mind to some things, you know, for sure. Highly recommend this book. Just got this one. I'm actually waiting on 4 books to come in the mail. 3 of them are supposed to be here Saturday. Who knows? One of them, I don't know. It's taking a long time to get here. Actually, I ordered it the same time I ordered this one. But it's taking an incredibly long time to get here. This one is actually the writer of it. You might recognize. Let's see. You might recognize something in here. Let's see if I can find it. Might recognize that. Mutual UFO Network. The actual creator of this book. See? Pretty interesting book. Gotta have one on the astral plane. A little bitty old thin book. Do you have any questions about these books or anything? Let me know. This goes with that book that I just showed you. A little bitty old thin book. Yeah, if you have any questions about these books, just let me know. I'm actually getting 1 or 2 different versions of this, just because. It's always good, not just to get one book and read it at face value and take everything that that book says at face value. It's always good to compare. You know, somebody's notes might not be the same as somebody else's notes. So, it's always good to compare. Especially when you have your own notes that you want to compare to others. I recommend this book. just some of the things. It has like some of the things on the back. Like these are contents kind of what to find in this book. Of course, gotta have magical books of Solomon. You see who wrote it? Aleister Crowley. Haha. Funny. Dude's misunderstood. Interesting book, though. Interesting story. I think this is the last one. Dead Sea Scrolls Bible. This one, so far, is I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Yeah, in this book, like a lot of these books that are similar to this, they tell you how to read them, you know. But yeah, that's my book so far, and I still have, man, I don't know, over 200 to go. If you'd like to help with donations, you can link up with my Cash App, 369 Cats Meow. I'll have it tagged somewhere in here. Link up with me and donate so I can collect the rest of these books, so I can keep making videos about them, and when I get them all, I'll be able to do videos about each one and the collective of information that is in all these books and how it is connected. Because believe it or not, all the words that's in all these books and all these books from front cover to back cover are all connected in some way. Even the reason why I can't read them yet is because if you know, you know. If you don't know, then you're not going to know. But what's in these books, I already have some of what's in these books in my head. So, due to my near-death experience and everything that it introduced me to. So, yeah, I love you all. God bless you, and good night.